Hi, and welcome again to Air Engine Research. Today is December 25th, and I hope everyone's had a happy Christmas by now. And today, though, I want to talk about reusing air in my six-cylinder compressed air engine. I've always maintained that I didn't think it was worth the extra effort or the piping and tubing and timing and everything that would be required to make it work. So I went to artificial intelligence to see what they would say. And what they said is that is a fantastic question, and it touches on the fundamental principles of compounding and back pressure. To give a clear answer and explain while the idea seems efficient on the surface, the physics of pneumatic engines presents some significant hurdles. Here's a breakdown of why daisy chaining in cylinders is more complex than it sounds, specifically for my six-cylinder eccentric air engine. The problem of back pressure: in the standard engine, the exhaust stroke needs to push air out into the atmosphere at zero pressure in order to be efficient and move freely. The conflict: if you pipe an exhaust of cylinder A into the next cylinder B, cylinder A no longer is exhausting to the atmosphere. It is trying to push against the internal pressure required to move cylinder B. So the result, this creates back pressure on cylinder A, which reduces its torque and efficiency. You essentially end up with two cylinders fighting each other. Now, number two, the pressure drop and energy loss. Air loses energy as it expands and moves through the ports and tubes, and by the time the air leaves the first cylinder, its pressure and temperature have dropped significantly. According to the ideal gas law, which says that if the pressure is too low, it won't have enough force to overcome the friction and mechanical resistance of the second eccentric piston assembly. Now, timing is also very important. In a six-cylinder eccentric engine, the cylinder is usually timed to provide a smooth, constant torque. So that means that cylinder A might be at the end of its power stroke, while cylinder B is moving halfway through its intake. To make this work, you need to have a receiver tank or some eccentric timing in order to buffer the air or increase the valve timing to ensure the exhaust pulse aligns with the next intake. But by the time the next cylinder is halfway down in the cylinder, you try to push the exhaust air in, it's going into more or less a vacuum. So it does not actually aid in the efficiency of the cylinder or of the engine. So I am always maintaining that I don't feel it's worth the extra effort or the extra pipes and tubing and different size cylinders in order to make it possibly work. I hope now that this will give you some indication of what the problems would be trying to reuse the exhaust air. So thank you once again for checking in, and are not a subscriber and would like to follow along, please subscribe, check the notification bell, and you'll be notified anytime I put out something new. So until next time, have a safe and fun New Year's Eve.